Mary Abigail "Abby" Wambach is an American professional soccer player, coach, two-time Olympic gold medalist, and the 2012 FIFA World Player of the Year. She currently plays for Western New York Flash in the National Women's Soccer League and for the United States Women's National Soccer Team. She played collegiate soccer for the University of Florida Gators, where she was a member of the school's first NCAA Division I Championship team and was recognized as a three-time All-American. A six-time winner of the U.S. Soccer Athlete of the Year award, Wambach has been a regular on the U.S. women's national soccer team since 2003. As a forward, she currently stands as the highest all-time goal scorer for the national team and holds the world record for international goals for both female and male soccer players with 167 goals. Wambach has competed in 3 FIFA Women's World Cup tournaments, 2003 in the United States, 2007 in China and 2011 in Germany. And 2 Olympics tournaments, 2004 in Athens and 2012 in London. Altogether, she has played in 29 matches and scored 22 goals at these 5 international tournaments. Wambach is known for scoring goals on diving headers, a technique she began honing as a youth in her hometown of Rochester, New York. One of her most notable diving header goals occurred in the 122nd minute of the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup quarter-final match against Brazil. Wambach scored the equalizer in stoppage time, helping the Americans to eventually progress to the championship final against Japan after defeating Brazil in penalty kicks. Her last-minute goal set a new record for latest goal ever scored in a match and was awarded ESPN's 2011 ESPY Award for Best Play of the Year. Following her performance at the 2011 World Cup, she was awarded the tournament's Bronze Boot and Silver Ball. When the Associated Press named her Athlete of the Year, she became the first individual soccer player ever a Euroman or Womana Euro to receive the award. July 20 was named Abby Wambach Day in Rochester and she was given a key to the city. In 2012, Wambach was awarded the 2012 FIFA World Player of the Year, becoming the first American woman to win the award in 10 years. Early life: born in Rochester, New York, Wambach was raised in the Rochester suburb of Pittsford. She is the youngest of 7 siblings born to Pete and Judy Wambach. She began playing soccer at the age of 4 after her sister decided she wanted to try the sport. Her mother checked out a book from the library explaining how to play the game, and from then on soccer became part of their family tradition. "I think I was bred to do what I do now," Wambach said in an interview. Growing up as the youngest of 7 was like being in a team environment. You learn all kinds of things. I learned how to compete. My brothers and sisters always played with me on the same level and they never let me win until I was better than them and deserved it. Being in such a big family makes you humble. You might have a certain skill or talent, but there is always someone who is better at something than you. Wambach recalls being toughened up by her elder brothers firing hockey pucks at her for target practice. While playing in her first youth soccer league at age 5, she was transferred from the girls' team to the boys after scoring 27 goals in only 3 games. As a preteen, she began eluding defenders by heading the ball over them and running around them. Wambach attended Our Lady of Mercy High School in Rochester from 1994 to 1998, where she lettered in soccer and basketball. During her high school career, she scored 142 goals, including 34 in 1997 alone. Mercy's soccer coach, Kathy Boughton, recalled that Wambach would stay after practice to practice diving header, a skill that would later become her signature as an international player. Following her senior season, Wambach was named to Parade magazine's High School All-America team. She was also voted National High School Player of the Year by Umbro and the National Soccer Coaches Association of America. In 1997, she was named NCAA Regional Player of the Year, NCAA State of New York Player of the Year, Gatorade Circle of Champions New York Player of the Year, and cited by USA Today as one of the nation's top 10 recruits. Wambach was a 3-year captain for the Rochester Spirit Club team and named All-Greater Rochester Player of the Year in 1995 and 1997. She was a member of the Olympic Development Program U16 national team in 1996, the 1997 National U20 player pool, and trained and played with the U.S. women's national soccer team while competing in the 1997 U.S. Soccer Festival in Blaine, Minnesota. In 1997, she traveled to Beijing, China, as a member of the first American youth soccer team to ever compete there. University of Florida Gators, considered the top college recruit in 1997, Wambach was intensely sought after by numerous colleges, including top soccer programs such as the University of North Carolina Chapel Hill, UCLA, University of Portland and the University of Virginia. After sticking with her commitment to her parents to visit 5 schools, Wambach accepted a full athletics scholarship to attend the University of Florida in Gainesville, where she would play for Coach Becky Burleigh's Florida Gators women's soccer team from 1998 to 2001. Florida's program had only been in existence for 3 years. However, the challenge of joining a less established team over a team like North Carolina with a long history of championship titles appealed to Wambach. As a freshman in 1998, Wambach helped lead the Gators to their first NCAA national championship over the 15-time champion North Carolina Tar Heels. The team also won 4 consecutive Southeastern Conference championships from 1998 to 2001. Individually, she was the SEC Freshman of the Year, a Freshman All-American, a first-team All-SEC selection for 4 straight seasons, a 2-time SEC Player of the Year, twice received SEC Tournament Most Valuable Player honors, and was named a first-team All-American her sophomore, junior, and senior seasons in 1999, 2000 and 2001. In addition to leading the Gators to the Final Four of the NCAA Division I Women's Soccer Tournament as a senior in 2001, Wambach set school career records for goals, assists, points, game-winning goals, and hat-tricks. Over 10 years later, she remains the Florida Gators' all-time leading scorer with 96 goals. Wambach was inducted into the University of Florida Athletic Hall of Fame as a Gator great in 2012. Playing career, club. Washington Freedom, the WUSA years, 2002 Euro 03. In 2002, Wambach was selected second during the first round of the 2002 WUSA draft by the Washington Freedom for the second season of the Women's United Soccer Association. After tying with the Carolina Courage for last place during the previous season, the Freedom hoped to turn things around in 2002. With Mia Hamm out for the first half of the season for knee surgery and recovery, the Freedom found themselves in 6th place. After Hamm's return, the team finished the remainder of the season 9 Euro 1 Euro 2, finishing 3rd with a berth into the playoffs. Of the team's turnaround, Wambach noted, "Early on in the season it was difficult to get everyone on the same page. Mia was out, we had just started playing with the Chinese players, Steffi hadn't come yet. There were so many factors that went into us not playing as well. Since people have returned, and we have been able to grasp what exactly one another was doing out there, it's been easier to get results." During the semi-finals, the Freedom upset the Philadelphia Charge 1 Euro 0. During the final against the Carolina Courage, the Freedom lost in front of 12,000 spectators at Herndon Stadium in Atlanta. Wambach assisted on Hamm's 64th minute goal, the team's second goal, after the Courage's Danielle Fotopoulos scored an own goal in the 31st minute. However, it was not enough to equalize Carolina's 3 goals. After leading all first-year players in the league in scoring, Wambach was named WUSA Rookie of the Year in 2002. She was Washington's leading scorer with 10 goals, served 9 assists and finished tied for 4th for scoring in the WUSA. During the 2003 season, Wambach tied with Freedom teammate, Mia Hamm for the league's scoring lead with 33 points. Her contributions in Washington helped to propel the Freedom to a victory in the Founders Cup 3, where Wambach was named the MVP. During the 7th minute of regulation time, she scored the second fastest goal in Founders Cup history after she headed the ball into the lower left side of the net past beat goalkeeper and national team teammate, Brianna Scurry. She scored the game-winning goal in the 6th minute of overtime off a cross from Jenny Meyer, leading the Freedom to defeat the Atlanta Beat 2 Euro 1 during the championship match. 5 days before the 2003 FIFA Women's World Cup, the first World Cup that Wambach would play in, the WUSA folded citing financial difficulties and a lack of sponsorship. WPS, Wambach's return to Washington and Florida, 2009 Euro 11. In 2008, a new professional league was announced for women in the United States, Women's Professional Soccer. During the 2008 WPS player allocation, in which 21 players from the United States national team player pool were assigned to the 7 teams in the new league, Wambach was assigned to the Washington Freedom. She was voted WPS Player of the Week for the week of April 26 after scoring 2 goals in the Washington Freedom's 4-3 victory over the FC Gold Pride, the Freedom's first victory in the new league. During the Freedom's next game on May 3, 2009, she received a yellow card for a tackle on St. Louis Athletica midfielder Daniela that left Daniela with 2 damaged knee ligaments and a crack in the tibia and sidelined her for the rest of the season. Wambach was suspended for 1 game after the challenge was reviewed by the league commissioner. Wambach won the WPS Player of the Week award for the week of July 28 for scoring 2 goals against the Chicago Red Stars and Sky Blue FC, and for the week of August 11 for scoring 2 goals and having 1 assist against Sky Blue. She ended the 2009 season with 8 goals more than any other American player in the WPS and was named to the 2010 WPS All-Star team. Wambach returned to the Washington Freedom for the 2010 WPS season, winning the WPS Player of the Week award in Week 2 for scoring 1 goal and serving 2 assists against the Atlanta Beat. She was the top overall vote-getter in WPS All-Star voting, making her one of 2 captains for the 2010 WPS All-Star Game. Wambach received 100% of the media's and coaches' votes and received the most fancy unregistered trademark votes with 31%. In 2011, the Freedom relocated to Boca Raton, Florida and became the Magic Jack under new ownership. On July 22, 2011, Wambach was named the player coach for the Magic Jack for the rest of the 2011 WPS season. She was named WPS Player of the Week for the 7th time in August 2011. On October 26, 2011, the Women's Professional Soccer League governors voted to terminate the Magic Jack franchise. The league suspended operations in early 2012. NWSL, leading the Flash in Rochester, 2012 Euro present. In 2012, a new professional women's soccer league was announced in the U.S. that featured allocated players from the United States, Mexico, and Canada national teams. On January 11, 2013, Wambach was allocated to the National Women's Soccer League club, Western New York Flash, in her hometown of Rochester, New York, as part of the NWSL player allocation. After missing the preseason due to national team commitments, she made her debut on April 14, 2013 during the team's season opener against Sky Blue FC. During the team's second regular season match against the Washington Spirit in Boyd's, Maryland, Wambach was struck hard in the face from close range on an attempted clearance by her teammate, Brittany Taylor, in the 80th minute of the match. She dropped to the ground and appeared disoriented after standing up. Though she continued playing to finish the match and even attempted to score a goal with her head, she dropped to the ground after the final whistle and was described by Spirit goalkeeper Ashlyn Harris as dazed and mumbling. Wambach was assessed after the game for concussion. U.S. Soccer announced several days later that she had suffered a concussion and acknowledged that the injury should have been handled differently by the referee, coaching staff, and players. Wambach sat out the next game as a precautionary health measure. She made her home debut for the Flash on May 1 and scored the game-winning match in the 20th minute to defeat Sky Blue 2-1. It was the team's first league win and lifted them to a 3-way tie for third place in the league. Wambach was named Week 5 NWSL Player of the Week after scoring both goals in the Flash's 2-1 victory over FC Kansas City. She became the first player in the league to win the award twice after scoring a goal and serving an assist during the Flash's 3-0 win over Sky Blue FC during Week 9. International. In 2001, Wambach's WUSA and collegiate performance earned her a spot at the national team training camp. Her first cap for the United States women's national soccer team occurred on September 9, 2001 during a match against Germany at the Nike US Cup in Chicago. She subbed in for Tiffany Milbritt in the 76th minute. The US squad won 4-1. She scored her first international goal on April 27, 2002 during a friendly match against Finland in San Jose, California after subbing in for Christy Welsh in the 75th minute. The US won 3-0. 2003 FIFA Women's World Cup. In August 2003, Wambach was named to the US roster by coach April Heinrichs for her first World Cup tournament. Having played in just 6 international matches, with 3 starts, before the 2003 World Cup, Wambach led the United States squad in scoring with 3 goals at the tournament. Before a stadium filled with over 34,144 spectators at RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C., Wambach made the starting lineup in the Americans' first match of the tournament against Sweden on September 21, 2003. The U.S. defeated Sweden 3-1 with goals scored by Christine Lilly, Cindy Parlow, and Shannon Boggs. During the squad's second tournament match against Nigeria in Philadelphia in front of 31,553 spectators, Wambach scored in the 65th minute to bring the U.S. lead to 4-0. The U.S. would ultimately defeat Nigeria 5-0. She scored her third tournament goal during the squad's third group stage match against North Korea on a penalty kick in the 17th minute. The U.S. defeated North Korea 3-0 after 2 additional goals from Kat Whitehill in the 48th and 66th minutes, launching the team to the knockout stage. Wambach scored the only goal against Norway during the quarter-final, paving the way for the Americans to the semi-finals. The Americans lost to Germany 3-0 in the semi-finals and were relegated to third place after their 3-1 win over Canada in the finals in front of 25,253 people at the Home Depot Center in Carson, California. 2004 Summer Olympics. After the WUSA suspended operations in 2003, Wambach trained with the national team in preparation for the 2004 Summer Olympics in Athens, Greece. During the US's first 2 matches in Athens, she played a direct role in 4 of the 5 goals that the team scored, resulting in wins over Greece and Brazil. During the team's first group stage match against Greece on August 11, 2004, Wambach scored during the 30th minute to elevate the Americans to a 2-0 lead. She received her first yellow card of the tournament in the 49th minute. Mia Hamm followed with a goal in the 82nd minute for a final score of 3-0. The U.S. faced Brazil during their second match of the tournament on August 14. Wambach received her second yellow card of the tournament in the 49th minute, giving her an automatic suspension for the final group stage match against Australia. After Hamm scored on a penalty kick in the 58th minute, Wambach sealed the win with a goal in the 77th. After moving on to the quarter-finals after a 1-1 tie against Australia in the final group stage match, the Americans faced Japan on August 20. Wambach's goal in the 59th minute lifted the Americans to a 2-1 victory. After defeating Germany in overtime during the semi-final, the U.S. faced Brazil for a second time in the Olympic final. Wambach's 10-yard header in the 112th minute off a corner kick from Christine Lilly gave the U.S. a 2-1 victory in the gold medal win. Her last-minute goal was hailed as one of the 5 biggest goals in U.S. women's national team history by ESPN in 2011. Wambach finished the tournament with 4 goals and 1 assist. Her 4 goals set a new record for goals scored by a single U.S. player at an Olympic tournament. The Olympic win also marked the start of significant changes for the national team, as it was the final competitive international match for veteran players Mia Hamm, Joy Fawcett and Julie Foudy, who had played with the team since the first Women's World Cup in 1991. On the significance of the win, Wambach said, "It's the least we can do for the women who have meant so much to us." At the end of 2004, Wambach had scored international 31 goals and 13 assists in 30 matches for the national team. She finished 4th in voting for the FIFA Women's World Player of the Year. After the Athens Olympics, Wambach continued as a major contributor to the national team, scoring goals during the 2005 Algarve Cup and a number of exhibition games. During group play at the Algarve Cup, one of her goals helped the U.S. squad set a record for the largest goal margin in an Algarve Cup match after their 5-0 win over Denmark. At the end of 2006, Wambach had scored 66 goals in 84 international matches, scoring more goals in fewer games than any player since Michelle Akers. She was one of 20 players nominated for the 2006 FIFA Women's World Player of the Year and finished fourth in voting for the award. 2007 FIFA Women's World Cup. Heading into the 2007 FIFA Women's World Cup, the national team had not conceded a game in regulation time in nearly 3 years and was considered a favorite to win the tournament in China. Wambach had become a regular on the team for 5 years and had assumed a new position as leader on the team. During their first match of the tournament against North Korea, Wambach collided in the air with North Korean defender, Ri Kum-suk, and landed on the ground with blood streaming down her head. She was sidelined from the pitch for 10 minutes while she received 5 stitches to the back of her head. Coach Greg Ryan decided not to replace Wambach, who had scored 78 goals in 97 games. The United States was ahead 1-0 thanks to a goal Wambach had scored in the 50th minute, assisted by Christine Lilly. The squad allowed 2 goals while Wambach was away for those 10 minutes. When they scored right away as I went off, I started to get worried. So I started to run to the locker room to get stitches put in, Wambach said. Just a couple minutes after Wambach returned to the pitch, the United States tied the match with a goal scored by Heather O'Reilly. The team faced Sweden in their next match on September 14, 2007. Wambach scored 2 goals and notched up her record to 80 goals in 98 international matches after scoring in the 34th minute on a penalty kick and again in the 58th minute on a left-footed half-volley from a cross from Christine Lilly. The U.S. finished group play with their 1-0 defeat over Nigeria women's national football team on September 18. Wambach provided the assist with a header off a long thrown into Lori Kalibni, who settled it off her chest and chipped the ball past Nigeria's goalkeeper. The win launched the U.S. to the quarter-finals. During the quarter-final match against England on September 22, 2007, Wambach scored the first goal for the Americans during the 48th minute, followed by 2 goals scored by teammates Shannon Boggs and Christine Lilly, defeating England 3-0. All 3 goals were scored within 12 minutes. During the first half, with the match poised at 0-0, English captain Faye White required extensive treatment following an elbow in the face from Wambach. Although Wambach insisted the contact was accidental, the English players and media thought otherwise. Wambach became the 20th player in U.S. women's national soccer team history to earn 100 international caps. The United States faced Brazil in the semi-finals in what would become a controversial and game-changing match for the team. Coach Greg Ryan decided to bench starting goalkeeper, Hope Solo, and instead started Brianna Scurry, a veteran goalkeeper who had started in 3 World Cups and 2 Olympics, but who had started very few matches since the 2004 Olympics. The U.S. was defeated 4-0 by Brazil. The loss relegated them to a final match against Norway, which they won 4-1, to secure third-place standing at the tournament. Wambach scored a brace with goals in the 30th and 46th minutes. She ended the tournament having scored 6 goals in 6 matches, despite her head injury and a previous foot injury suffered during a friendly match against Finland just a month prior to the World Cup, 2008 Summer Olympics. On June 23, 2008, Wambach was named to the U.S. squad for the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing, China. On July 16, during a nationally televised exhibition match against Brazil, she broke her left leg during a collision with Brazilian defender, André Copyrightia Rosa, preventing her from playing at the games. 31 minutes into the match in San Diego, California, Wambach ran at full speed seemingly to take a shot from about 30 yards and fiercely collided with Rosa. Wambach fell to the ground and immediately signaled for assistance. Her left leg was put in a brace and she was taken off the field on a stretcher. After being taken to a local hospital in an ambulance for X-rays, fractures to her tibia and fibula were confirmed. Wambach later underwent surgery to have a titanium rod inserted and was expected to be out of action for 3 months. The first match for the national team was slated to start on August 6. Wambach was the team's leading scorer at the time and had just reached 99 goals in 127 matches, just one shy of becoming the 5th U.S. player and 9th female player in world history to notch 100 career international goals. Obviously, it's devastating, but above everything else, I'm only one player, and you can never win a championship with just one player, Wambach said of her injury. I have the utmost confidence in this team bringing home the gold. Although the team won the exhibition match with a goal scored by Natasha Kai off a free kick from Carly Lloyd and would enter the games undefeated for the year, Wambach's teammates were unsettled by her injury. My heart sank, Kai said, we need her. She's a big piece of a great team. Forward Lauren Cheney was called in to replace Wambach at the games. There are obviously tons of emotions going through me right now, Cheney said. I have the deepest sorrow for Abby, but I am excited to be part of the 18 going to the Olympics. Wambach said during a conference call a few days after the injury, I called Lauren Cheney from the hospital, I want you to go there and not feel bad about being selected in this type of way. What's important is that the team going into this tournament is feeling that they can win this. At the end of the day, that's what makes you stand at the top podium. Despite Wambach's absence, the U.S. took home gold after defeating Brazil 1-0 in the final. Midfielder Carly Lloyd scored the game-winning goal in the 96th minute off an assist from forward, Amy Rodriguez, in front of 51,162 spectators at Workers' Stadium. The gold medal was the third for the national team, after winning titles at the 2004 Athens Olympics and 1996 Atlanta Games, the first Olympic tournament that included women. Unregistered trademark soccer. Wambach scored her 100th goal during a friendly match against Canada in her hometown of Rochester on July 19, 2009, her second international match after returning from her injury. Of the goal, she said, after this year I've had, the heartbreak of not going to the Olympics, all of that pain is worth it. There's nothing more you can ask for than play in front of your home crowd and come through with a milestone like I did today. She reached 100 goals in fewer games than any of the 4 other American players who had previously reached 100 goals, Mia Hamm, Christine Lilly, Michelle Akers and Tiffany Milbritt. 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup. On May 9, 2011, the U.S. roster for the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup tournament in Germany was announced, including Wambach. The 2011 Women's World Cup was the third World Cup tournament in which she played. After playing without scoring a goal in the first 2 group stage matches against North Korea and Colombia, Wambach scored in the 67th minute during the team's final group stage match, a 2-1 loss to Sweden. With the loss, the U.S. finished second in their group and went on to face the first-place team from Group D, Brazil, in the quarter-final. On July 10, 2011, during the Americans' quarter-final game against Brazil, Wambach scored a header goal in stoppage time after the 120th minute to even the score at 2-2 against the Brazilians. The U.S. went on to win the game on penalty kicks and advanced to the semi-final. Wambach's goal set a new record for latest goal ever scored in a FIFA competition, a record previously set in 2010 by Landon Donovan. Her last-minute goal was awarded ESPN's 2011 ESPY Award for Best Play of the Year. Wambach scored her third tournament goal during the Americans' 3-1 semi-final win over France. During the final against underdogs Japan, Wambach's trademark header goal during the first half of extra time made her the United States all-time scoring leader in FIFA Women's World Cup history with 13 goals, second to Brazil's Marta and Germany's Birgit Prinz. The U.S. was forced to a penalty shootout after a late equalizer by Japan. Japan won 3-1, with Wambach converting the fourth and only successful penalty for the U.S. Wambach's final tally for the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup was 4 goals and 1 assist, an effort that earned her the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup bronze boot after Brazil's Marta and Japan's Homer Sora. Interestingly, All 4 of Wambach's goals in the tournament were scored using her head. For her efforts, Wambach was awarded the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup silver ball to go alongside her silver medal and bronze boot. 2012 Summer Olympics, Wambach scored the first goal for the U.S. at the 2012 Summer Olympics in London during the team's first group stage match against France on July 25, 2012. Down to a 0-0 after 14 minutes into the first half, Wambach headed the ball into the back of the net off a corner kick from Megan Rapinoe in the 19th minute. By the 30-minute mark, the Americans had tied the game with another goal from Alex Morgan. With another goal from Alex Morgan and one from Carly Lloyd during the second half, the U.S. defeated France for a 0-2. During the United States' second group round game against Colombia, Wambach was struck in the right eye by an opposing player, but went on to score the second goal in her team's 3-0 victory. The goal was her 6th career Olympic goal, which broke the previous U.S. record held by Mia Hamm and Tiffany Milbritt. It was also her 140th international goal, inching closer to Hamm's record at 158 for most international goals scored. In the 38th minute, Colombian midfielder Lady Andrade ran into Wambach's path while the U.S. was pushing upfield and punched her in the face. Wambach fell to the ground in pain. The referees did not seem to see the play and made no call. Ending the match with a swollen black eye, Wambach described what happened. "I'm running toward the goal to get position, and I got sucker punched," she said. "It's clear. We have it on film, so it's up to the Olympic Committee and FIFA to decide what to do." After reviewing match footage, FIFA officials later imposed a 2-match ban on the Colombian player. During the United States' third group stage match against North Korea, Wambach scored the lone goal of the match during the 25th minute on a play that consisted of a long ball by Lauren Cheney to Alex Morgan. Morgan slid a pass between 2 defenders to Wambach, who easily tapped in her 3rd goal of the tournament. In front of 29,522 spectators at Old Trafford, the Americans finished first in their group with the win, and it launched them to the quarter-final against New Zealand. The game also marked the first women's soccer game at Old Trafford in 23 years. During the quarter-final match against New Zealand, Wambach scored her 4th goal of the tournament during the 27th minute of the match. After sliding onto the ball to score, she then led a celebration of cartwheels, a tribute to the United States gymnastics team. With a second goal scored by Sydney Leroux in the 87th minute, the Americans defeated New Zealand 2-0 and moved on to the semi-finals. Wambach also scored the game-tying 3rd goal, on a penalty kick, in the United States for a 3 controversial semi-final win over Canada. Wambach scored 5 goals at the 2012 Olympics and scored in every match except the final. In recognition of her accomplishments, she was awarded the 2012 FIFA World Player of the Year, at the 2013 FIFA Ballon d'Or unregistered trademark or gala in Zurich, on January 7, 2013. Player statistics, club. International goals. As of May 10, 2014, Wambach has scored 167 goals in 221 international matches. With her 167 goals, Wambach is currently the leading world all-time international scorer for men and women. Wambach and Alex Morgan combined for 55 goals in 2012 equaling a 21-year-old record set in 1991 by Michelle Akers and Karen Jennings as the most goals scored by any duo in U.S. women's national team history. World Cup and Olympic appearances and goals. As of July 2013, Wambach has competed in 3 FIFA Women's World Cup tournaments, 2003 in the United States, 2007 in China and 2011 in Germany. And 2 Olympics tournaments, 2004 in Athens and 2012 in London. Altogether, she has played in 29 matches and scored 22 goals at these 5 global tournaments. Along with her U.S. teammates, Wambach has won 2 Olympic gold medals, finished 3rd twice at the Women's World Cup, and finished 2nd at the 2011 World Cup. Honors and awards. Wambach is a 6-time winner of the U.S. Soccer Federation's U.S. Soccer Athlete of the Year award. In 2002, she received the WUSA's Rookie of the Year award for her performance during the 2001 WUSA season. During the 3 years that she played for the Washington Freedom and Magic Jack in the WPS, she was named WPS Player of the Week a record 7 times. In 2011, Wambach was awarded the Bronze Boot and Silver Ball at the FIFA Women's World Cup. She was also awarded the 2011 ESPY Award for Best Play for her 122nd minute equalizing goal against Brazil during the quarter-final. The same year, she was named the Women's Sports Foundation Sportswoman of the Year and received the Associated Press Female Athlete of the Year, the first individual soccer player ever a Euroman or woman a Euro to receive the award. In 2012, Wambach was awarded the 2012 FIFA World Player of the Year, becoming the first American to win the award in 10 years after Mia Hamm was voted the winner in 2001 and 2002. Only 4 other women had won the award previously in its 12-year history, including Hamm, Germany's Birgit Prinz, Brazil's Marta, and Japan's Homer Sora. Wambach received 20.67% of the votes from national team coaches and captains as well as select media over teammate Alex Morgan and 5-time winner Marta. During her acceptance speech, she thanked FIFA and President Blatter, her family, coaching and medical staff, and teammates and said, "Winning any individual award is a total product of the team that you play for. I've never scored a goal without receiving a pass from somebody else. Thanks to all the fans out there who continue to inspire me and the rest of the team to win as many games as we can." Wambach was also a finalist for the award in 2011 and 2013. In July 2011, the mayor of Rochester, New York named July 20 Abby Wambach Day, and she was given a key to the city. The following year in August 2012, after returning home from winning gold at the 2012 Summer Olympics in London, the city of Rochester honored Wambach by hosting a dedication and ribbon-cutting ceremony in which the entrance to Xylan Stadium was named Wambach Way. Personal life: Wambach lives in Portland, Oregon, Hermosa Beach, California, and Buffalo, New York. She is an English bulldog named Kingston. On October 5, 2013, she married her longtime partner, Sarah Huffman, in Hawaii. Wambach was amused by the level of media attention generated by the marriage and emphasized that the event was not a political statement and did not represent a coming out, because she had never been closeted. "I can't speak for other people, but for me, I feel like gone are the days that you need to come out of a closet. I never felt like I was in a closet. I never did. I always felt comfortable with who I am and the decisions I made." Endorsements: Wambach has signed endorsement deals with Gatorade, Nike, MVP Healthcare, and Panasonic. In 2010, she starred in a Dodge commercial with some of her national team teammates. She signed a 1-year endorsement deal with Bank of America in July 2011. The same year, she appeared in commercials for Magic Jack phone service and ESPN Sports Center. In 2012, she received a gold card from Chipotle Mexican Grill which entitles her to 1 free burrito daily for life. Although not a formal endorsement deal, Chipotle offers the cards to well-known professional athletes who publicly express a liking for the restaurant. In the summer of 2013, she signed an endorsement deal with the New York Apple Association and was featured in television, radio, print and online ads. Philanthropy: Wambach has done philanthropic work for the Epilepsy Foundation and Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. She has participated in Mia Hamm's annual Celebrity Soccer Challenge which raises money for Children's Hospital Los Angeles and the Mia Hamm Foundation. In August 2011, Wambach joined teammates Alex Morgan and Hope Solo in a Bank of America charitable campaign at the Chicago Marathon. $5,000 was donated to the Juvenile Diabetes Association on her behalf. In 2013, she became an ambassador for Athlete Alley, a non-profit organization that focuses on ending homophobia and transphobia in sports. In popular culture, television and film, Wambach appeared in the HBO film, Dare to Dream, the story of the U.S. women's soccer team. She has made appearances on The Today Show, The Late Show with David Letterman, The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, and Good Morning America. She was featured on ESPN's In the Game with Robin Roberts in June 2012. In 2013, Wambach's biography was the focus of a 1-hour ESPN documentary, Abby Head On. The same year, she appeared in the ESPN documentary series, 9 for 9. The 9 for 9 documentary, The 99ers, in which Wambach appeared, focused on the success and legacy of the national team squad that won the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup. Magazines. Wambach posed nude in the body issue of ESPN the magazine in 2012. Of the experience, she said, "Bodies come in all different shapes. Bodies come in all different sizes. My body is very different than most other females. I want to show people that no matter who you are, no matter what shape you are, that's still beautiful." See also: Florida Gators, list of association women football players with 100 or more international goals, list of footballers with 100 or more caps, list of Florida Gators soccer players, list of international goals scored by Abby Wambach, list of multiple Olympic gold medalists in one event, list of Olympic medalists in football, list of University of Florida alumni, list of University of Florida Olympians. References. Match reports. Further reading: Bankston, John, Abby Wambach, Mitchell Lane Publishers, Incorporated, ISBN 161284655, Graney, Timothy, Beyond Bend It Like Beckham, The Global Phenomenon of Women's Soccer, University of Nebraska Press, ISBN 0803240368, Kassouf, Jeff, Girls Play to Win Soccer, Norwood House Press, ISBN 1599534649, Lissy, Clemente, The U.S. Women's Soccer Team, An American Success Story, Scarecrow Press, ISBN 0810874164, Longman, J., The Girls of Summer, The U.S. Women's Soccer Team and How It Changed the World, HarperCollins, ISBN 0061877689, or Tamra, Abby Wambach, Mitchell Lane Publishers, Incorporated, ISBN 1584156015, Stevens, Dakota, A Look at the Women's Professional Soccer including the soccer associations, teams, players, awards, and more, BiblioBazaar, ISBN 1241047464, external links, Abby Wambach A. Euro FIFA competition record, U.S. soccer player profile, 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup player bio, Washington Freedom bio, Washington Freedom bio, Western New York Flash player profile, Abby Wambach on Twitter.